I have, however, looked at a lot versus something that doesn't. Hey team, welcome to today's video and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Hayden. It's Monday skincare day, which means we've got a new brand that we're going to take a look at, dive on in, do that whole thing. But if you are a brand new watcher, it's important to note that I am not an esthetician or dermatologist. I am not trained in these fields. I have, however, looked at a lot of skincare on my channel over the last 6 years, as well as being an adult and used a lot of skincare in my life. And we can all generally tell if something is living up to its hype or living up to what it claims to do versus something that doesn't. And that's exactly what we're doing today. The product that we are looking at, I paid for out of my own money, so this is not a sponsored video. This is all based on my first impressions of using the product. The brand in which we're looking at today, I've never heard of, and I saw them, they kind of caught my eye on a display in the chemist where I went, or the pharmacy, to pick up some stuff. The brand is Neostrata, and the product is the Tri-Therapy Lifting Serum right here. This is higher up in cost. So this was around $77 just for this, and for that money you get 30 mils of product, or 1.0 fluid ounces. And I will obviously do all of the conversions down below of my 3 top viewerships. How I generally handle reviews on my channel, I don't do a lot of in-depth research on the brand. I like to have that kind of discovery together, so it is a genuine first impressions. So I do have the product open on the website, on the Neostrata website on my phone, and more specifically the Tri-Therapy Lifting Serum, which is what we're looking at. And I'm just going to read out a bunch of stuff. The product features of what this is. This serum is a potent formulation containing 1.25% aminophil, an amino acid derivative concentrate, 8%, it's going to test me with these scientific names, the glucoconolactone, polyhydroxy acid, and antioxidant chelator, and 0.5% low molecular weight hyaluronic acid. For those looking to volumize and renew the surface hydration of the skin both day and night. It volumizes to smooth out visible wrinkles, scowl lines, crow's feet, and smile lines, boosts volume in deep expression lines, and provides a lifted appearance. Due to its unique small size, hyaluronic acid penetrates skin surface to attract moisture, providing hydration to visibly improve skin's texture. It is oil-free and fragrance-free. I will do a screenshot of the ingredients list. How to use: apply 3 to 5 drops to the face after cleansing morning and evening, follow with a moisturizer. It says it is suitable for dry skin, normal skin, oily skin, uneven skin, rough texture, slack skin, and wrinkled skin. It's got clinical results. In a clinical study, after 12 weeks with twice daily usage, 100% noticed increased firmness, 97% noticed skin is plumper and volumized, 92% noticed less noticeable wrinkles. There is a bunch of reviews on here, all of which it's a general 4.5 out of 5 stars. How we do our skincare on my channel, I will do a before and after. Now, it doesn't actually say anywhere on here that it's going to be an instant kind of a thing. I have a feeling that it's an over time kind of scenario in using this, but we're still going to have a look to see what, if any, there are any visible noticeable changes with doing a before and an after. So in order to do that, I'm going to come on in, we're going to take a look at my skin, and we'll specifically look at the areas around my nose and in my forehead. I don't have any serious issues with oil or too dry or irritated skin or sensitive skin or anything like that. I'm more of a combo, but I do tend to get oily in the T-zone towards the end of the day. So here we have the up close, and that is a skin tag. I am taking care of that. As you can see, I don't have a lot of dryness. There is some discoloration. Obviously the smile lines around my eyes. So we'll just see if there is anything that we can pick up in first use. I quite like the packaging. It's a kind of a metallic blue. It's reflective. You can see it catching the light. It's that soft kind of matte cardboard. That is one heck of a bottle. Standard packaging on the inside, you can see the product. That has some weight, that's glass, solid glass. There's a duotoned, kind of like a balayage gradient of the frosting on the glass, and it just feels expensive because there's a lot of weight to it. I like that it comes with a dropper. I'm not a big fan of scooping product out with your fingers and putting it directly on the face. It didn't say anything about a fragrance, so we'll check that out together. You can see it's quite thick as you drop it out. Very fragranced. It's kind of it is the atypical smell of skincare. Very clinical, very clean. It kind of gives you the vibe of cucumber for some reason in a very hospital setting. It says to apply 3 to 4 drops. So that's what we're gonna do. I might just actually do this side of my face and leave this side untouched. So then when we do our before and after, we can see. So if I'm not doing my whole face, I'll just do 3 drops. I'm just using the viewfinder as my mirror. It's quite thick when you're applying. It's got a very gel consistency. Hopefully that absorbs straight in. I don't feel as though there's anything that could potentially irritate my skin. Now I do have that kind of skin. The moment I start rubbing it, it goes red. So that's what that is. I'm not having a reaction. It is rather tacky. So I'm not sure if you can see that, where it is sticking to my skin, to my fingers rather. All right, we're gonna give that a bit of time to see how long it takes to absorb in, and we'll be right back. Okay, it's been a good 2 to 3 minutes. You can see the redness has gone down. The tackiness is gone. My skin does feel quite smooth. And oddly enough, the fragrance is still there. It's nowhere near as strong as it was when you first opened the bottle or put it on, but it hasn't dissipated. So hopefully over time that will kind of go away. It's not overly fragrance in a sense that it's going to give you a headache, but if you do have sensitive sense of smell, then just keep that in mind. We're gonna come on in and see if there is any difference doing the side by side. So this side has no product on it and this side has the product on it. And the funny thing is, just looking at in the viewfinder without actually doing the before and after, this side looks smoother. Specifically around here where my pores are, I feel like this side is smoother than this side. Or maybe it just looks plumper than over here. There's certainly a difference in what I'm seeing. Even on the forehead, here versus here, you'll need to let me know. Am I crazy? Am I just wanting to make this work because it's so expensive? But I definitely see a difference. My skin feels very hydrated, very moisturized. It is very soft to the touch. As you can see, there's no tackiness left. My fingers glide straight over my skin. I need to stop rubbing my face because I'm making it red again. I'm gonna continue to use this product as I usually do, and maybe we'll do a check-in in 2 weeks to see if there's any visible difference. As it stands, I like the product. I like the way it absorbs, and even though it does have a stronger side of fragrance to it, it's not terrible.
A few moments later.
It's been a couple of hours since I wrapped filming, and just a little update on the product. The scent is completely gone, the fragrance is gone, but my skin feels really smooth. Very, very silky soft to the touch and kind of wet in a way. Not sticky. It's like you can feel on your skin the hydration that product has put in. As usual, I will link everything down below. If you want to check it out for yourself, let me know your experience. I always like to know if it's the same or is it vastly different. Thanks for watching, team. Make sure we do all the fun stuff, but most importantly, stay tuned.